Oh my God, guys, it was legitimately in my driveway, sat in my garage for 2 nights, but I decided to pass it up, and I'll explain why in this video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to like the 5th consecutive gorgeous sunny blue sky day in Pennsylvania. I've got quite the story for you guys today that we're gonna get into very shortly. It's extremely relative for my channel right now because we're going through the transition of what will backfill the C7Z06, and there's a lot of information that I feel like I've not intentionally left out for you guys, but I haven't had the chance to really explain just because so much has been going on. Now, real quick though, I just wanted to let you guys know something. It's crazy to think about it. A friendly reminder that Dream Diesel giveaway number 18, aka Sarge and $30,000 cash, is nearing its deadline. So if you guys want to get entered for this truck, jump on Enthusiast, explore how to get entered, and I look forward to hopefully meeting you in July. The driveway is looking very empty at the current point in time because A, Convict's down at the shop, B, the LML is down at the shop, C, the garage is completely empty, D, the wife's out with the RIP supercharged Jeep, E, I'm running out of numbers for my alpha references. Jake isn't here with the LBZ. And F, we've got 8Ball with its hood popped right now. 8Ball's been very inactive on the channel as of late, ultimately because I've waited all winter for Corvette season. Now I don't have a Corvette, and I'm taking full advantage of stretching 8Ball's legs. Funny story, I went to fill it up today, and lo and behold, there was a wasp's nest in the fuel door cap. I nearly crapped my pants when I opened it, and the wasp flew like literally right at my face. Didn't get stung, fortunately. So all is good there, but it's in very much need of a lot of love and attention on the vlog. We have collected every single ounce of pollen from my property here in the engine bay. It is relatively dirty, but still looking good and still has a lot of fun. If you follow me on Instagram, you caught the video that I posted just the other day of screaming a rolling burnout at 35 miles an hour. See, the problem with 8Ball is there's no problem with 8Ball, but the real problem with 8Ball is the fact that it's impossible to keep the rubber off of the bed because this thing is just a screaming banshee. And tires just don't last a chance. So I've kind of decided to leave this for ambiance and decor. It's kind of fitting. Do you guys agree? We may or may not have new rubbers in the back, but I'm not putting them on yet because I love doing rolling burnouts. They're very addicting. And I like to feed that addiction as much as I possibly can. All right, guys, so we need to get into the meat and potatoes of this video right away because I got some splaining to do. You guys are entitled to what's going on in my mind. Sometimes I have days where my articulation abilities with my speaking is just 10 out of 10 or 12 out of 10. It's where my ability to articulate my thoughts into words is like a 12 out of 10, and then there's other days that it's like a 2 out of 10, and I swear my tongue disconnects from my brain because it just needs a break. Oh, but real quick, before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know, because I know you're all very invested in the shop build. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys a very important update about the shop build. So you're not going to want to skip anything in this video. Bear with me, as I want to introduce you guys to everything that's going through my mind right now. All right, so let's get to talking, boys and girls. It's been somewhat of a lackluster on my channel for the last few days because we got rid of a fundamental player on the channel that was with us for just about a year, about actually 11 months if we want to be specific. I picked up my 2016 C7Z06 back in July of last year. Jake actually drove it home for me from North Carolina in June. I officially bought it in July. Can't believe it's already been a year. My son is actually a year old as of this week as well. I've had that car since he was born. Kind of a cool little thing, a lot of sentimental value. I'm very much sad to see it go. I think there's a common misnomer about me that I don't get sentimentally attached to my vehicles, and that is absolutely a lie. There's sentiment that goes into every single one of my builds, whether it's a build like 8Ball or a build like Sarge. Each one is an expression of what I envision for the final product. And the cool thing is, that I'm ever so grateful for, is the fact that I get to give them to people like you. So the Corvette thing might have seemed somewhat out of the blue, but I kind of shared what I wanted to share by going out and test driving McLarens at McLaren Philly about 3 weeks to a month ago. That was kind of like my first adventure driving anything that had a motor that's not in front of me. And it was a really exciting experience. Oh! I like to use YouTube as an outlet to share everything that I love in life, and this channel's always gonna remain diesel focused. Genuinely, that's what I've built kind of everything around, and that's what I love tinkering with. But what you guys gotta realize, as an enthusiast, I'm using this platform to share other things that I'm passionate about in life as well. It's just that it's not gonna be like the primary focus, but YouTube to me is an outlet to express myself, and I just wanna bring you guys all along for the ride. So yes, the C7Z06 is now available at Lime Ridge Automotive, or at least as of right now it is. It could have already sold. I know we got a lot lot of interest on it. And it's gonna go to somebody very lucky. That car is fantastic. I've enjoyed it. Now it's time for its next chapter. But I'm making this video because I wanted to kind of explain to you guys where my mind's at and about the fact that I actually had a car at my house for about 2 days that I ended up passing up on. And I wanted to give y'all a little bit of an update. So, we went to drive those McLarens. In that video, I said that the McLaren 720S was the car for me. Well, yes, if we're talking specifically about a manufacturer, the 720S would be the car that I was to choose. 600LT is an awesome platform, and the 570S is as well. But that was just a very kind of hindsight manufacturer-focused video. Thanks, Amazon. Appreciate y'all. Didn't even know they were back there. I think that you guys are safe to say that you made some assumptions about the fact that I would be getting a McLaren, but I'm gonna use this opportunity right now to squash that. I am not 100% sold on McLaren. Rather, I actually don't think I'm gonna get a McLaren at all. And that's a perfect caveat into the fact that I actually had a McLaren 570S at my house that sat in my driveway and in my garage, as you can see in this picture right here, for all of about 48 hours. A really good friend of mine actually owns that car, and he was one of the first individuals that I had contacted after going to McLaren Philadelphia. He had said, well, hey, I've got a 570 and I'm thinking about selling it. If you want it, you can take it. So being the extremely good friend he was, he actually brought it down to my house to let me really kind of ponder the fact that this could be the next move for me while the car was physically in my possession. And ponder I did. I stood over that car from all four corners multiple times for 2 mornings with a cup of grind hard coffee in my hand, and I said, is this really the car that I actually want? And come to find out, it's actually not. I love the McLaren platform. I think that they are extremely cool cars, but I don't think they're necessarily me. I just didn't feel like it would be a suitable replacement for the Corvette, which I looked at as a car that I could jump in any given condition, drive, enjoy, and not regret having fun with. I could put it back in the garage, turn it off, go inside, see my family, and do it all again the next day. That's exactly what I'm looking to get out of the car that is the Corvette's replacement. And I just don't think a McLaren is that move. They seem a little fragile to me. They're kind of a little sensitive, and they're very foreign. Not foreign from a sense of origin, it's just they seem kind of a little complicated. And I want to be able to get in the car, have a ton of fun with it in a spirited, safe environment, and not really worry about something going wrong. And unfortunately, I just don't know all that much about them. The 570 platform with the 3.8 liter twin turbocharged V8 is pretty proven from what I understand, but as an enthusiast, I can't leave anything stock. And that's a disease that I'm the first to admit that I have. I think we all actually kind of collectively share that disease. If you agree, drop a comment below and tell me what you're modifying right now. So I had this car for a little while. So there's a lot of stuff going through my mind at the time because I'm like, holy crap, I have this 570 McLaren in my possession, in my driveway. It's not technically mine yet, but it's getting very real and I don't really know how to feel. So I needed to kind of make sense of all those emotions because back to my point, my brain and my tongue just completely disconnected. Like they took a break for a while. They split up. And there was kind of 2 primary reasons to that. So the whole fragile and the whole unknown thing was kind of part of the reason because it's kind of like a culmination of reasons as to why I made the decision that this wasn't the car for me. But number 2 was really, if I was to go McLaren, it would be the 720S. That's what I was locked on. That's where my goal was. And the 570S, although a awesome car, and I'm not going to sit here and discredit it by any means, it wasn't really the car that I wanted. I didn't feel this overwhelming sense of enjoyment out of it being in my possession. Although I really appreciated what it was, it just wasn't necessarily for me. It would have to be that 720S because that really releases a new level of emotion for me when I see it. But then what was cool was I kind of stepped back and I removed myself from the situation and I really looked across what it is that I'm looking to accomplish out of my next vehicle. Now, it kind of felt like the deal was meant to be because it was from a really good friend of mine, somebody that I value into an entirely new degree of friendship. Basically call him a brother. Somebody that I would literally tell the guy that I love him. He's that close to me. And I greatly value our relationship. So it kind of felt like the deal was somewhat meant to be. And fortunately, we share that friendship and that camaraderie and that relationship. So I was able to really actually sit there and analyze whether or not it was the car. And I'm happy that I did because it is not, in fact, the car. And out of that entire exercise, I realized that even the 720S isn't the car for me. Although it looks cool, I just don't think I'll be able to get in that thing, run it to redline a whole bunch of times on any given day, rain or shine, and feel good about it. I'll almost feel guilty in a way. So that kind of brings us back to one of the funnest parts of being an enthusiast, which is the search, the hunt, and the goal. So we are kind of at this point in time where now I'm considering some other platforms and I'm actively shopping. But what I want you guys to realize is the market right now, if you bought a vehicle in the last 6 to 8 months, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the market is absolutely insane. There's a lot of stuff that's way overpriced. 5-9 Cummins. One of my neighbors. Nice. But I don't know exactly what I'm hunting for. I'm highly considering one very specific platform, and spoiler alert, it has an engine that is behind the driver's seat. I do want to get into a mid-engine vehicle because honestly guys, as a kid, I collected these cars and I've always wanted to have that experience. It's very different compared to a car with an engine in the front. So that gives you a little bit of a directive that doesn't break out whether it's gonna be an import vehicle or a domestic vehicle. There's a few options that would qualify us for one or the other. Now, if you were me, what would you end up picking up with that one requirement of the engine not being in the front in mind? Drop some comments below. I really want to know what you guys are thinking. And that brings us to timing. Right now, I have my eyes on a few vehicles, but I am not going to communicate that you're going to see anything anytime soon because I'm going to do one thing that I've trained myself to be, although I really still suck at, and that's patient. I know that if I'm patient, the right deal is going to end up presenting itself, and it will all work out like it was meant to be. That means you guys could see a new vehicle coming on the channel as of the next upload or in a few months from now. It just all depends. I have my mind on something pretty specific, and I actually really think you guys are gonna like what's in store. I think it fits me a lot better than a McLaren, and it will most definitely allow me to get out and truly enjoy the car for everything that it has to offer and everything that it has the potential to become. All right, that was very much story time. Sorry for putting the camera in one location, but it was very necessary for this vlog. I'm so incredibly grateful for this opportunity of YouTube because it all brings me back to the one reason and the sole reason as to why I started my channel back in 2017, and that wasn't to get necessarily to where I am today. Rather, I just wanted to connect with like-minded people. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I don't strive to have the largest following on YouTube or do things that are just gonna get millions upon millions of views. If that happens, that's fantastic. But at the end of the day, for me, it's all about quality over quantity because I know that everybody that watches this channel shares the exact same appreciation for vehicles as my wife running me over. Look at the cicada, oh my God, murderer.
I was afraid I would hit you.
Hello, babe.
That's something on your chin.
It's a pimple.
Oh. It looks good.
Hi, buddy.
I thought it was barbecue sauce.
Yeah, barbecue sauce for my lunch that turned into a pimple. Let's see, little man. Hi, bud. Did you just take a snoozer?
No, he's miserable.
Is he? Hi. Welcome to the vlog, dude. Happy first birthday. Oh, you got your adjustable drill? 2-position by Black & Decker?
He was upset until I gave him that. Oh, it moves?
Yeah, it's 3-position drill. Yeah. Oh, nice. You got your monster truck here, too?
We got cheese puffs, water, you name it. We're stacked back here.
You're the man, Jack. I can't wait until you're working on trucks with me, buddy. Jack, say mama. Say dada.
Jack, give Daddy a high five.
Give me a high five. Yay! Say hi.
Say thanks for hanging out with us for the past 365 days I've been on this earth.
Say we love you guys.
I love all of the dads that like comment on baby Jack's pictures. I'm like, you guys are the best.
They are the best. Family, it's the greatest thing about life. Thanks for not running me over. I really appreciate that. Oh, it's for the vlog. Everybody missed 8 Ball. What I was getting at, guys, is I know that every single one of you that follow this channel follows this channel because we all share the exact same love and appreciation for what we truly value in life. And for that, I couldn't be any more grateful for this platform. So stay tuned. There's a lot of really exciting things on the horizon. But guys, I cannot forget. Babe, I nearly almost forgot. I was gonna give everybody a shop update at the end of the vlog and then I got distracted by how beautiful you are.
Oh, that was not a funny joke.
Sorry, Jack, Daddy's flirting with Mommy. I couldn't help myself. Shop update, guys. I'm so excited about this announcement. We have officially placed the order for everything that we need to construct the building. Our vertical posts, our supports, our trusses, our exterior tin, our soffitting, and our garage doors have officially been ordered. Now, just like Greg A, I believe he is still waiting for his garage doors. Don't quote me on that. Mine aren't gonna be finished until sometime in, geez, like September or October, but that's still not gonna stop us from erecting the building. We should get all of our final yeses from local things that control what I do with my property here within the next 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully, knock on wood, and then we can put that auger, that skid steer, and not this brand new use, because I don't know how to build a pole building, but my good friend Mike is actually gonna help in that process, and Jake and I will be very active in that process, filming the entire journey with you guys, and I'm so excited about that. So that was the update for the end of the video. I'm gonna wrap it up because my family's back.
We're gonna go swimming in our really cheap plastic pool.
Dude, you have a cheese curl?
Oh, look at him showing it.
Thank you.
Oh, don't drop it in.
You're not gonna share with me? No? Oh, dude.
Okay,
God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. There you go. Good as new.
Oh my God, we're the same person. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Give everybody a high five.
High five.
Thank you. The best. So grab some entries for Dream Juice giveaway number 18 if you haven't already. Sarge is gonna be going home with somebody, and the question is, will it be you?
Check the website for all of our official rules, and as always, thank you for supporting us. We love you. Give kisses.
No.